Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness, how y'all feeling? Good, you've been here all day working? You get paid overtime for this? So you sometimes? So you not unionized? You don't get overtime pay? We can start a revolution right now for you, if you want it. Me too. I'm glad to know that democracy now. I'm so happy I'm not the only one who got an inconspicuous text message talking about get in this car at 6 p.m. I was like, what if I'm going to get trafficked? Like, I know nothing about these people. Don't even know what Travis looked like. I'm glad to know that wasn't true. How y'all been? It's scary. The world is kind of scary right now, no? It's frightening. I don't even know where to begin. What's the most frightening thing that you've been dealing with recently in the world, just in general? That is not where I thought that was gonna go. Crabs and lobsters. Why? Sorry. Palestine, right? Like, we could have gone to so many. No, but crabs and lobsters. Why?
Japanese stone crab is way too big. It has too many legs.
Do you have that fear of like really big things? No, it's a real phobia. It's a new one they dropped. You know, they dropped the phobias. It's a new. It's this big phobia. I don't know. That's not. You do?
It's things with too many holes for me.
Trypophobia. That's what that one's called. See, that's an old phobia. They already dropped that one. They dropped that one, a couple years ago. But there's the thalassophobia, I think, is the one with the really, it's like people have fear of like really big ships. Like if they're in a little tube and they see a big ship, they're like, why is the ship that big? It shouldn't be that big. And you're afraid of lobster. That's why I'm confused. This is why I'm so. Did you guys know this? No. Don't buy lobster for the for the work party. Oh my gosh. I'm not afraid of big things, so. Anyways, before I get into my set, that also was shocking to me to find out that cream pie that's a breeding kink. Cream pie is a breeding kink? Why? How? I don't understand the logic of that, because the whole point is you want to see it come out. You don't want it to stay in and do the job. I feel like you know something about this. You know what? And I'm going to talk to you about this later. We will put a pin in that. Okay, for me, not lobster and crab. I love lobster and crab. Kitty crab boy right now. It's a lot of other things going on in the world that's just like so terrifying. Like the people's reading levels. You guys heard about this? Like 50% of adults right now, they read below a 6th grade level. Yeah, they're taking critical race theory at the classrooms. You know what I'm saying? People, they don't understand math. The kids don't know what a protractor is. It's just terrible what's happening to our education system. It is. So when I saw that shooter missed Trump by 3 angles, 3 degrees, I said, fuck. Bush will never pay for his crimes. That's the American school system at play, man. Terrible. It's terrible. Think about it. It was ever so slight. And there was 2 attempts, right? There was 2 attempts, and one the second guy, he was a white man. Shocker. And he was older. Which I was like, shouldn't you have been practicing? I don't know. Like he had way more years in the game. And it's really I'm just thinking logically. I don't know. And for me, I don't know, it's really disappointing. It's really disappointing, and not for the reasons that everyone might think or feel. It's more Okayplayer. No, it's more disappointing to me because it's showing me that white people are really losing their culture. They're and I don't like culture being lost for anybody, and it's just so sad. Like that's all they know how to do is guns and destruction. They just know that's their bread and butter. They're losing their recipes, and we already know how they are with recipes. They fuck up seasoning. They don't know how to use it. It's crazy. Like, oh my God, racism is losing its sting, and it's just bring back old white supremacy. I don't know. The moment a white woman calls for the manager and the manager does not come, I'm gonna be like, where are we going? This is terrifying. Just saying. Have y'all ever met a racist person that is so racist they turn progressive? Yes? Did someone say yes? Oh my gosh. Oh my God. You know, me too. And every time I say, they're like, how? I'm like, I have a story. I have an example for you, because it's crazy to hear, right? You go so far right, you turn left. Okay, it's possible. So I was talking to the friend of mine who knew this really racist white man from Alabama. And like, you know, Southern racism, that real Confederacy, deep roots racism. His favorite movie was Black Panther. Where are we going? The same way with the crabs and lobster. I didn't see that coming either. I was so intrigued. Tell me more. So apparently his reason for loving Black Panther is because it was an example of black people living away from white folks. You know, that was his reasoning. So I was like, okay, explain it further. Like what, like unpack that even more. And he's like, well, you know, black people, if they just lived away from white people and they leave white folks alone and they stayed over there in their own communities, it would be amazing. You know, they could sit and thrive and have businesses and have families, and white people would leave them alone forever and they would never talk to white people again, and white people, we would just go over here in our own communities. And I'm like, that sounds really nice. I like, wait a minute, can we give that man a ballot? Like, can he, oh my God, he needs to write a resolution right now. Shocking. Okay, enough about white. Enough about white people. How's y'all, I mean, it's cold as fuck right now. I'm from Long Beach, California. This is a room full of black and brown people. Let me tell you something. I don't trust black and brown people who like the cold. Anyone here like the cold after I said that? I think they're ops. We're not meant to be there. Come on. We are close to the equator people, and I just think loving the cold, I feel like that's a coping mechanism. It's trauma. It's got to be. I refuse. I'm miserable right now. But my summer was really cool. Towards the tail end of it, a couple weeks ago, I saw Michelle Obama. Right? Like, she was this close to me. I know. It's such a random party. It was there's, I guess, her and Barack Obama's production company, which is so funny that they're living the life. But yeah, they have a production company now. And Michelle, she produced this documentary for Stevie Wonder. So that's why, I got invited to go see the documentary. Yeah, so I was hoping to see Stevie Wonder at the release party and stuff, but then I realized, that makes sense, you know. He can't see us, why would we see him? You know, it's... And the documentary is audio only. And I was like, what a power move that was on his part. I think that's amazing. I think he said, no, y'all get to see me on here, hear my life story, and I can't see him. No, you're going to listen. Live the life I've been living for as long as I've been living it. What else about my summer? Y'all been traveling? Anyone travel? Where'd you go? You went to Miami, Jamaica? Went to Jamaica? London? Cold. Where? Latvia? Latvia? Like Eastern Europe? Why'd you go to Latvia? Latvia. I have to say Latvia like that. What were you doing over there? I'm kidding. You went there for not for work, for fun? You planned that? No one took you there. You didn't get trafficked or... Okay. Look, man, I've never heard of that being a destination. So, okay, good for you. I went to Mexico Mexico and Colombia for one of my summer, vacation things. And let me tell you, there's nothing more terrifying than looking like you should speak Spanish. Yo. And them niggas don't let up. That's what gets me. They don't. They think you're lying to them. They'll be no habla español. I'm like, no, morena. No. I put the no and moreno, tia. I don't know what you talking about. It's crazy. Now I'm getting fucking scolded from a tia that I don't even know. Very diaspora coded though. I'm like, oh, thanks for making me feel at home. I also went to New Orleans. Went to the South. Anyone been in the South before? Anyone from the South? Where you from? Oh, Black Mecca. Beautiful. Atlanta. I'm going there tomorrow. Back tour. Yeah, I am. Have you been in New Orleans?
Yeah, my sister was in college there.
Yeah. New Orleans, let me tell you something about New Orleans, okay? New Orleans got some of the most respectful street harassment I have ever experienced. Oh my gosh, everyone out there, they call you baby. And they do, baby. How you doing, baby? Good morning, baby. Come talk to me, baby. They say baby so much to me, I almost left with one. I was like, maybe I do have a breeding kink. If you talk to me like that. And it really dawned on me. I was like, wow, I didn't know that like men could greet you before they harassed you. Like I didn't know they could greet you before they committed a crime. But cause I didn't know that because New York men, they just harass you and call you a bitch and chase after you. That's the New York chivalry. The other day, I'm sure y'all know, right? I'm in Brooklyn. And I'm at a park, and this man runs, across the park to talk to me. He's like, hey, excuse me. Reaching out for me. So he catches up, because they fast out here. They're fast. You really got to run. He catches up to me, and he's like, hey, excuse me, I just had to talk to you. I had to talk to you because your aura was just so beautiful. So I've been really working on making my aura way more negative. I don't know what I'm spewing, what I'm giving out. Maybe y'all can give me some tips because I'm like, what? I don't know. I didn't know beautiful aura could do this. Another catcall story I have is this old Caribbean man, which I know you know, right? He tells me that he has a blue pill with my name on it. Talk about a breeding kink. Oh my God. So then I'm like confused, right? I'm like, you didn't say that to me. Can you repeat yourself? Clears his throat. I said, I got a blue pill with your name on it. So on top of me having to change my aura, I gotta change my name. There must be a Discord out there with my aura and my name on it. That's terrifying. Now I will admit, there's something that offends me more and makes me shudder more than a catcall that offends me. And that's a catcall that makes me blush. Can we be real about this? The two in the back. Yo, sometimes you feeling really good, your hair's done, you've been going to the gym, your ass looks right. Okay? So a man tells me he'll suck the shit out of my ass. What am I supposed to tell him he's lying? He's telling the truth. And if you go too long without a catcall, do you really be like, am I busted? What the fuck is going on? I'm not cute enough for someone to want to kidnap and traffic me. This is crazy. This is a pillar of desirability politics. Who am I without that? Speaking of shit in the ass, it's one of my favorite transitions because where am I going to go? Just going to let it simmer. Think about it. I want to know what all y'all are thinking right now. Speaking of shit in the ass, you have any ass eaters in here? Let me tell you, I'm not shocked. I could have pointed you out in a lineup. Can we get a camera on him, please? Anyone surprised there? For anyone, any ass ETs, you were the receiving the ass eating? Liars, bro. Liars. I have experiences to know that this is a lie. Whatever. I could be alone here. Fine. It's only me. But my question still stands. Has anyone here, maybe, got their ass eaten and thought to themselves, the person who did that did not ask enough questions before they decided to go down that path. I just think there should be a checklist. I think that should be on a Tinder profile. Like, how often do you clean your ass before we even go down that path? It can be really embarrassing, no? I'm trying to debate whether if I tell the story. I don't know how much time I have left. How much time I have left? So, oh my God! Fine. Okay, quickly. Okay, that's crazy. Okay, I'll tell the story. Okay, first time I got my ass ate. Right, it was a booty call. So I get ring, booty call, ring, and it was the first time booty call. Right? Exactly. What a bold man. But anyways, I didn't know. Xtina didn't know at that time what was going to happen later that night. I thought it was a regular booty call. Okay, so I answered the call with my booty. I did answer the call with my booty. Wow, that's crazy. Anyways, so, I go over to his crib. We put on Netflix. You know the drill. You put on Netflix to watch it just so Netflix can watch you do the do, period. We start doing the do. I'm in doggy. And if you've ever been in that position, the person behind you, y'all tend to kind of like do this thing where it's like you just sit and stare at our ass for a really long time. So we're just kind of sitting there like staring at the mattress like I could do my taxes. It's such a long, well, what are you doing back there? Do I have a mole that I need to get checked? I don't. Is everything okay? And before I could really turn around and ask if everything is all right, he just dove in like. He did. Tongue first. He dove in tongue first. And the only thing I could think about, the first thing on my mind was the birria tacos I ate that day. Yeah. And so you had birria tacos. I'm assuming by the response, what happens when you eat birria tacos? Tacos come out. They do. And then I was sitting there thinking, right, tongue in my ass, like, wow, we always ask, where your dick been? And I never considered that I would have to ask someone where their tongue has been, because the ease in which he did this for a first-time hookup was just insane. Did I tell him that I had birria tacos that day? No, of course not. He already laid his bed, he can lay in it. He was Mexican though, so he might have understood. He might have understood. I put the no moreno, but you can. Anyways, I speak that language. I do speak that language. I'll end y'all off with this. Actually, how much time do I have? Period, because I'm talking. Y'all, I'm gabbing. You guys are fun. This is like I'm talking. I'm kikiing. Huh? Thank you. My story of getting my ass ate. I'm glad. Did you visualize it? I hope so. I really do. I tried to give it vivid. I did. I tried. I hope you did. I'm also catcalls. I'll go back to catcalls. One thing, it is nice to feel, some type of like affirmation from catcalls sometimes, especially if you're going through a little bit of like recently you went through a breakup. And it was the second one, so the real one this time, Oh, y'all felt that. You feel that. You see, we get some toxicity. The second one's the real one. That's the real one with the boo thing. The first one is like, I'm just playing. Like, we can still talk. But the second one is when you realize, oh, we don't even work when we're not trying to work. Like, I feel like I'm preaching right now. Y'all are thinking, he blinked 3 times. You going through your third breakup, aren't you? That's what you said. Damn. I'm one breakup over. Fuck. No, but I'm really leaning on community and my girls, and it's so beautiful when you're going through a breakup that you have your community to lean on, right? Like, for example, my boyfriend is so understanding of the breakup that I've had with my boo. Took you a minute. You were like, huh? Yeah, hello. It's okay though, because I am polyamorous and queer. Any polyamorous people in the crowd? What? I'm shocked. The ass eater in the kilt is a polyamorous? I never would have guessed. With a Pulp Fiction hoodie. Like, that is... I could have picked you. Look, I'm picking you out in a lineup immediately. Look, my radar went... Some stereotypes are true. I just believe that to be the case. I don't know. I am polyamorous and queer, right? I mean, every time I tell that to people, they're always like, oh my God, Xtina, wow, it's such a great world. Best of both worlds, girl. I'm like, you think dating men is a good world? We're in the world with them. We see what they did, what they're doing to the world. You know what I'm saying? And I'll give you an example, right? You ever talk to a man about what he thinks about cheating? Yes, ma'am. I'm preaching today. Bring out Kirk. They always treat cheating like it's an hereditary disease. Yes, you do. He shook his head. He said, yes, you do. You're on your third breakup. I don't even know why. They do. Men always treat cheating like it's a hereditary disease. You'll go on like a first date with them. And so tell me about your, childhood. Yeah, so I got a mom and my dad cheated and... my grandpa cheated and, my uncle cheated and his dog cheated and the cat cheated and my cousin twice removed cheated. And I don't know when I'm going to be next. It might come over me and I don't know. Nigga, this isn't sickle cell. We can, there's this isn't incurable. This isn't even male pattern baldness. Like you can just choose to not do it. You know what I'm saying? But what I've started to do with these men, right? Because I love argument. I'm like, okay, let's go. I'll bite. I do. Cheating, hereditary disease. Oh my God, no cure. Oh, it's terminal. Why is cheating the only thing that got passed down? Can you build a house? Hello, because massages back in the day, yes, they might have called me a bitch. But me and the mistress bills would both be paid. That's all. And I might have taken that. You're going to be misogynist. Give me something to believe in. Okay, I need you to be so misogynistic, you turn progressive like the racist, All right. That's my set, y'all. Y'all have been so much fun. Thank you so much.